What's going on, guys? I'm Built, and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock video. In this video today, I'm going to be trying to kill my computer. Well, not really. I'm going to be trying to test out my computer and see how strong it actually is. If you followed my channel for a while, then you know several months ago I bought a new PC. That way I was able to make my production a lot faster with the videos, editing, and all of that stuff. I do consider the computer to be on the higher end of the spectrum, so I do hope that it does well inside of this test. However, I do know Minecraft will always win regardless how strong your computer is because, well, we can fill the entire world with TNT and that will surely crash the game. This is going to be performed on a Ryzen 7 5800X and also a Gigabyte Geforce RTX 3080 overclocked, which is Division Edition. If you're interested in learning more of the specs, I will put them inside of the description below. So without further ado, enough jibber jabber, let's jump into it. We're going to be starting this test off with one of the most laggiest animals in the game, so without further ado. Alright, doesn't seem like we are dropping a whole lot of frames. Let's go ahead and check. We are at 30 FPS. And we are not dropping any of them. Alright, I have now changed this to a repeat command block, and it's going to be summoning 20 mobs per second, and I'm going to leave this on about 5 seconds, so we should get roughly about 100 mobs in there. Alright, well, we are still doing pretty good. We are not really getting any frame loss. It's still smooth as can be. And by the way, the render setting is set to 40 chunks. So it's right in the middle. That way we don't have a whole bunch of lag coming from loading all of the other surrounding areas. All right, let's go ahead and up the ante again. And we'll go ahead and spawn some more in here. I don't know how much we're going to spawn, but we're going to spawn a bunch more. Let me go ahead and turn off this menu here. That way it's not in our way. And it is starting to get a little framey, but they are also actively spawning. So let's go ahead and see. I wish that we had the Java screen. That way we could actually see how many entities are in front of us. Game efficiency is showing 50%, but we're still at 30 FPS. So let's go ahead and remove this block and see if... Yep, we got chickens going everywhere. Oh, there's chickens everywhere. And let's go ahead and still at 30 FPS. We might have to eventually move this over to Java. That is a lot of chickens. Let's go ahead and just keep on spawning them. You know, it would probably, hey guys, I need to get to the switch. Come on. It would probably be a lot more fun if they were falling from the sky. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do it about 30 blocks higher. How's that? Can I hit the switch? Hey. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, that's a lot of chickens. It's like a chicken army. The whole chicken army is marching in to ruin our world. And... oh, whoa, that was satisfying. That is awesome. Holy cow. Oh, it's raining chickens. There's chickens everywhere. And they're still coming, and they're still spreading out, too. Whoa, it's like a chicken dome. Look at that. Look, I have a chicken house. I have a chicken house. And I can live inside of my chicken house with all of my chickens all over the place. And whoa, it's getting super framey. Let me turn this off. How am I still at 30 FPS? That does not make any sense. That is definitely not 30 FPS. All right, we are down to 4 FPS. You cannot see what I'm seeing on my performance overlay because it's not showing on the window. However, we're at a steady 4 FPS. All right, the overlay that I was using seems to be a bit buggy as it is a add-on pack. However, I changed the capture method to this to where it will capture my entire window. And in order to see the overlay inside of the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to have to deal with seeing the taskbars, because if it's full screen, then I'm not able to see those. So if we go down here, we are right at about 5 FPS. That is a lot of chickens. So let's go ahead and kill all of this poultry and move on to the next test. Great, now we have a bunch of raw chicken and feathers everywhere. I wonder if this will be any laggier. No, but it is satisfying. Really satisfying. Well, that's not good. Good news, I fixed it that way you can see the overlay and you don't have to look at the taskbar. I would move if I were you, sheep. I wonder what this button does. Let's find out. That's a lot of sand. And it's very, very satisfying to look at, and surprisingly not that framey. Except with every second that goes by, there's about several hundred more entities dumping onto the ground. But I would still say it's doing rather well with the amount of entities that's coming down. We're still at a playable 20 frames per second. I mean, for Minecraft, this is not bad whenever you're talking about playability. We're down to 14 FPS. My GPU fans still have not kicked on yet, and they are still relatively cool at 49 degrees Celsius. That is a lot of sand. All right, let's go ahead and move on to a different test. Yeah, that is a ton of sand. What do you think, Mr. Llama? A lot of sand? Yeah. Like, you brought the entire desert to me. All right, let's see if we can break it with this. All right, so that's 10 by 10 by 10, which should be roughly 1,000 pieces of TNT. So let's go ahead and see if this will break it. And it all started with just a lever. Yeah, it's a little framey, but not too bad. I got a couple. Are these ghost blocks? Yeah, they're ghost blocks. That was it. Well, that was anticlimactic. I guess we need to go bigger. All right, so this should be 20 by 20 by 20. And that should be right at 8,000 TNT. So about 8 times more powerful. So let's go ahead and see how this does. That's going to be a big baba boom. Kind of getting glitchy. Oh yeah, that's a little framey. Let's see, we're down to 3 FPS. 3 FPS, 2 FPS. Still seems to be just chugging along though. And we have not got kicked out of the world yet. And it definitely is not playable. However, it handled it well. That actually handled it very well. I'm impressed. That was 8,000 pieces of TNT. Now, I wonder if I go off in the distance. Yeah, I can see it flying. That's a pretty big hole. Now we have more room for more TNT. Oh boy, I set it off by accident. I don't know how much TNT that is, but it is a lot. Oh, is it gonna crash? Is it gonna boot us? Oh, I crashed. Let's see if we can even log into the world. It might just instant boot us. No, it's still going. What the? Is it all gone? Is this real? Or is this just fantasy? Where did it all go? And what is this? Why is it cornered like that? That is one strong chunk border, maybe? Maybe that chunk border didn't load? I don't know how I feel about this because there's like prime TNT all over the place. Are they ghost blocks? They're definitely in the state of flying because they're not centered inside the block. Yeah, let's do it again. Uh-oh. I'm spawned inside of it this time, and I'm pretty sure that lever's going to set it off. Oh, that's not good. Here we go again. Oh, and it booted. Well, the fans finally kicked on the GPU. Yeah, I don't think that we're going to get much further with that TNT. So let's go ahead and move over to Java and see if our results are any different. All right, we are loading up a new world here in Java, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get into with Java here. All right, we are still loading in some chunks around us, so the frame rate is a little lower than anticipated. However, let's get started and start wherever we left off. Oh yes, a 30 by 30 by 30 block of TNT. This should be about 27,000 blocks of TNT. So let's see if we have any better luck now that we are on Java Edition. We are at a strong 70 FPS. And let's go ahead and light it and see if we don't get booted. Well, I'm down to 1 FPS, but I can tell you it seems a lot more robust. Java Edition does not seem like it's giving up nearly as easily as Bedrock did. Bedrock's like, nope, I can't load that, see ya. This is actually attempting and trying to load it, and it's actually succeeding pretty good. So let's go ahead and see if it will actually finish it up or if it's going to boot me out. Wow, it actually cleared it up. It's still kind of, well, it's still kind of glitching and going, and whoa. Why is it so dark? It's like, it's blowing up so fast, but not updating the light levels at all. There's like nothing above our head. Well, there's something falling there. I think I slingshotted some, whoa. There's sand flying everywhere. That is crazy. Well, I found a cave. I wonder where this cave goes. And it's still blowing up. That is a lot of TNT. But you know what that means. We must go bigger. I think we're running out of desert space. We need a bigger area. There's sand flying everywhere. Holy cow. Is it done? I think it might actually be done. All right, I found my next victim. I mean, a new patch of desert. All right, guys, I should have roughly 108,000 blocks of TNT here. So let's test it out. That's not good. Well, we are cruising about at about 1 frame every 20 seconds. So we'll see if we get a crash. Well, that's a nice view. Sunset going down in the background. The world ending. This cannot be good. Well, the overlay is looking good. The reason why the temperature is actually dropping is because this is passively cooled. So the fans don't run all the time. The fans will only kick on whenever it is getting warmer than it should. And that's when you see the temperatures drop down. Whenever the fans start running, the air goes through it, cools it down, and then you'll see it go down to where it's at now, which is about 44 degrees Celsius. How is there still ground left for me to stand on? We're back to this. All right, I guess it's better than looking at the ground. If any of you guys ever do get hit inside of your Minecraft world from any of my TNT, I do apologize. Hey, we're picking it up. We're able to move. There's still a giant hole of TNT here. I don't know if this is blown up yet. Oh, it's actively blowing up. It's still blowing up all over the place. It's like World War III over here. Look, even this lava and the light levels, they're both so afraid. They're like, I don't want to go down there. Still blowing up. They're like, we ain't even going to update. Well, guys, this is my life now. I'm pretty sure that bat is having a pretty bad day. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with him, but it does not look like he's having a good time. I take that back. None of them are having a good time. They are all having a very, very bad time. And it's still going. We're literally like 10 minutes into this explosion. This is absurd. I would like to think that we are done, but the bats still have not died and nothing has updated. So I'm pretty sure we're still going to have more explosions. Yep, there they go. There, I knew that you guys were there. Y'all were hiding. Fred, I didn't know that you were over here. I'm so sorry. If you ever wondered what 108,000 TNT looks like, that is what it looks like. And it's still going. Well, this is exciting. At least it's speeding up some. Oh, we have water updating. We have water updating. We have blocks flying everywhere. We have lava updating. I think we are finally done with this explosion. Holy cow. If you ever wondered what 108,000 blocks of TNT would do to your desert, holy cow. This is ridiculous. Yeah, look at that. I got a new recipe. It's a recipe for danger. But you guys know, as bad as this looks, we still haven't crashed it. Let's move on. Well, guys, I think the only way that we're going to get this thing to crash on Java Edition is to take a page out of Mumbo Jumbo's book himself. So let's go ahead and see if this works. All right, each one of the shulker boxes are filled to the brim with a whole bunch of stone inside. So we should have around 30,000 entities inside of those shulker boxes. So let's go ahead and see if this will crash the game. Whoa. That's a lot of entities. That is a whole lot of entities. Well, I guess with that being said, we need to go bigger. All right, take two with this. This is going to be a longer video than anticipated. To be honest, I don't know how many entities are in here, and I really don't want to know how many entities are inside of here. But if this doesn't crash it, then I give up. Okay, so I lied. There's 52 shulker boxes there, and that comes out to 179,712 items. So let's see if this will work. I legit thought that these things were going to despawn before I even reached the bottom of it. Let's go ahead and see how this does. Are you kidding me? You're joking right now. Seriously, you're joking? Still? I don't think that I can crash this computer with Java. I don't. Like, what else can I do? There's literally almost 200,000 items sitting here. Like, how? It's so dense with items that it almost looks like a solid floor. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, there it goes. It finally crashed it. Well, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I know that it is kind of weird that I am on Java Edition and we are ending it on Java Edition. So I hope that you guys really did enjoy this video. It was a ton of fun to create. And I hope that you guys were slightly entertained, at least a little bit. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Ready for launch in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a lot of TNT. Oh, chickens everywhere. Whoa, and they all died almost instantly. Why did they all go that direction, but not that direction? And they went that direction, but not that direction. Minecraft makes no sense to me.